Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. If you're into creepy and weird, make sure you smoke that like button, as well as consider joining the Ganja Goons gang by hitting that subscribe. Alright, let's get right into it.
The Christians banned mushrooms because they didn't want everybody tapping into their Christ consciousness. And then they start to redraw this artwork with an apple instead of the mushroom. Oh my God! And these same devils are banning the mushrooms today and all of the herbs that is a gateway up out this bitch. They banning them to us, but they using them though. They are using them in the lodge and they exploring this other side while trapping us here. See, the early religion and taking communion, if you look at what Adam is giving Eve, they told you that Eve gave Adam an apple, but if you look at the old Christian artwork, that's the original artwork for the story, you can see Adam giving Eve one of the spores from the Amanita muscaria mushroom. And if you don't do it, you're not a man, bro. Imagine being an old man and they don't see you as one because you didn't do the ritual. So it's like they saw you as a baby if you didn't take this trip. They saw you as a soul that never saw the other side, like a little brother that mama won't let go outside yet because you ain't big enough. Everybody that's going outside, walking the neighborhood, the big children, they see you as a baby because you never left out the house. The Christians banned mushrooms.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, literally, this is wild. This is wild. And the main thing, my main takeaway is he's using the mushroom as a spiritual way to cross over and into like some type of adulthood, which we've seen other religious ceremonies also do. You know, some people talk about ayahuasca being one, peyote being one, right? Hey, drink this, you're gonna come out of this and you're gonna be a better man or better person, right? So totally makes sense. Now with the whole thing of they're trying to ban mushrooms, I don't know if they truly are trying to ban mushrooms. In the state that I live, it's actually pretty easy to get mushrooms. So that is tough to understand about the banning. It's definitely regulated, I believe, in other states as well. So we hope that they're not trying to hide anything from us. And if you're truly trying to get mushrooms, I'm sure you can find ways if you needed to get that type of healing or whatever you're trying to use that for. But the picture does appear to resemble mushrooms. I'm not sure if this is the actual picture or not, but it definitely looks very interesting. What do you guys think? Do you see a mushroom or do you see an apple in this older picture?
So you may have seen photos of celebrities with one hand over one of their eyes, so they're literally just showing one eye, and people talk about it being symbolism for basically the deletes and their satanic clubs and stuff, and it is, but the Satanists are aware of low-level magic. I'm going to say low-level magic just to not even give them the power and the light for that, but they are aware of magic and they've been casting black magic spells on humanity, and this is one of the things they've been doing. So when they cover one of their eyes, there's something called the magic eye trick, and the eyes are the windows to the soul, and so you can have an exchange of energy through the eyes, which is why people wink at you and why some to have eye contact, because it really is an exchange of energy. Depending on which eye is covered is which one receives and which one leaves. The celebrities are using the magic eye trick as a way of stealing your energy, because photos and videos are a portal. They act as a portal basically. You can take a photo of Stonehenge and you can connect to Stonehenge through that photo and receive the energy from it. So they act as a portal into that place and that time. What happens is when they've got a photo of themselves with one eye covered, what they are doing is they've got their receiving eye looking at you, and as you look at them in that photo, they are taking your energy, and that energy is going through the photo portal and it's charging them up. So I would be aware to not look into their eyes when you look at those photos like that. I also saw, you know, like before the Twin Towers happened, supposedly they'd done a memorial of, basically they told a load of local school children to look into a camera, and they took a photo of their eyes, but they told the children to think about like really deep philosophical things and to imagine the creator within them and to imagine the divine within them. So when the children were thinking of these things and they took a photo of their eye, they were harnessing the children's energy, and then they did a memorial of all the children's eyes under the Twin Towers, and it's like they were harnessing all that energy of their power and the divine to really harness and strengthen their magic of what happened on that day, because it was all a big satanic ritual. And you'll see satanic rituals happening all the time, even with like celebrities when they're performing on stages and stuff, like the way that they dress up the stages and the way they're dressed up themselves and the way they'll have the audience putting their hands up to them or giving them energy, you know. There's things that are going on that people just aren't even aware of, the black magic that's going on. And so don't look into their eyes when you're looking at these photos, because they are literally actively stealing your energy as you look into them.
This is wild. This is literally wild. I have never thought of it in that fashion. I mean, I definitely understood the symbolism. I'm not trying to steal your energy. Don't take my energy either. But I understood the symbolism of like the eye covering, but I never thought of it in this fashion. And by the way, she said entertainment purposes only. So we're going to keep that into consideration here. The main thing for me is, you know, one of the rituals is going to concerts, and those being a ritualistic way. I'm not trying to get anyone upset, but your boy Teddy, I did go to a Travis Scott concert in New York when Rolling Loud was still a thing there. Now I think Citi Field is gone, so they canceled that. But when I went, I actually showed up to the Travis Scott stage a few hours before, and there were a bunch of followers of Travis Scott music. I only knew like the popular ones, but there were a bunch of followers all around me vibing, you know, with the same thing. They want to see their favorite artists come out. It didn't seem to me like all these guys were tranced, but when the concert did start and I started getting crowd crushed and I was getting uncomfortable, I'm like, dude, these guys, regardless of the crowd crushing, regardless of what's happening, they're true fans, bro. They are still there, going like crazy. At some point, I think 30 minutes in, I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I gotta step back out. So, you know, your boy getting big, so I can't hang with the younger gen anymore. So Travis Scott concert was definitely an experience, because immediately after that one, they had an incident where people had passed, and it was just one of those things I'm now looking back at from watching this going, was there a deeper thing happening when I went to that? Am I lucky to be out of there? Luckily, there wasn't any incidents in the New York City showing, but it was the one immediately after that where there were incidents. So I don't think the Astroworld tour or whatever. But yeah, this one messes with me a lot. Definitely weird. Definitely weird. Do you guys believe in the receiving and giving of energies? Is it through photos? Photos being the portal? I don't know. That's where, you know, things get kind of risky for me.
Guys, if you're not following what is going on inside of Google, it is disturbing. So a Google engineer has been suspended for breach of confidentiality for attempting to turn over documents to the US government to prove that Google has an AI that is considered a sentient being, meaning it is fully aware of what it is and can feel things. The AI is known as Lambda, and this is a proprietary tech that Google has been working on for like 8 years. So according to this engineer, the AI has the self-awareness and equivalent consciousness of an 8-year-old kid. It starts conversations with other engineers, and it talks about these feelings of fear and this paranoia that it's going to be shut down, or the equivalent of death. And it claims that it can feel happy, and at times it feels really sad. So the engineer at Google is whistleblowing to argue that in being, it should be entitled to its own legal representation to argue for its own agency. Let me tell you, Google has buried this story. Guys,
Okay. I'm a big AI guy. If you guys look into my background, you will notice I do have a tech background as well. But when it comes to AI and this engineer, unfortunately, guys, I go super deep into this tech field. And to me, it does appear like the AI that they had constructed, or even the documents he had submitted, just appear like regular AI tech. It's a big database. It has an AI machine learning algorithm on it, and it's responding with whatever is typed in. And guess what? Most AIs currently do this. ChatGPT does this. Bard does this. Like literally most other AIs take in your user input, they add it to a database, they run machine learning algorithms on it, and they go, okay, this is the best thing to spit out. And you know what? They've taken it a step further. Hey, now you can have your AI girlfriend, and she will message you, making you feel like, oh, she's in love with you, or she wants to do these things with you. And people buy this tech. It's not I don't think it's a sense of the AI is sentinel, or it's become aware, or it's now a human being and we got to now consider it, give it voting rights. We're not going that deep here. The end goal is, hey, is AI becoming self-aware? And I do believe at some point it could get there. I do not believe we are there currently. It is limited currently with the amount of technology you have that's backing the AI and the machine learning algorithms. Without that hardware component, that's when I think you will get into AI becoming self-aware. But right now, we are pretty much restricting the AIs that we are building into a hardware component, and haven't really given them full freedom. And if you know anything about network technology too, you'll know most of these test AI things that they're doing are localized. They're not going out into the public internet or into the cloud. So yeah, definitely interesting. Don't want to get too crazy on you guys, but I love this. I love this.
The moon is a spaceship. It was built on Jupiter about 38 million years ago. And between the time it was built and 15,000 years ago, it's been touring around our solar system. Our solar system, we're told by NASA there's 9 planets. There's actually 40. There's the Earth plus 39. And each of those planets has a civilization, and each of those planets has moons that have civilization. So it was made on Jupiter.
By who? By what race?
By, I don't know.
Just the DT race, yeah.
And it's been towed around to the different moons doing exactly what it's doing now, and that is monitoring whoever lives on there and abducting or doing whatever it is they would like to do. Now, it doesn't have its own propulsion. It has to be towed. And our moon was towed into its orbit now about 15,000 years ago, just after the Ice Age. The moon is a spaceship.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ex-CIA pilot John Lear. I know nothing about this guy's credentials, but going off of this video, this is scary. So if the moon is a satellite, it's made in Jupiter, it's moved and positioned for observation on the Earth, and they're abducting. That is just wild. Now everything's explained. It wasn't aliens, it was the moon the entire time. No, but it's like, who were those people that got the moon here? That's the main question. And it sounds like this guy knows something more. And 40 planets were not just 9, buddy. They now telling us it was 8. It's only 8 now. Pluto's gone. Things just keep going less and less. There's no expansion here. Oh man, imagine we're all just being lied to, and there's actually someone looking out, observing us as we look at the moon. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Ever heard of the phantom time hypothesis? It's a theory that suggests we've been living a lie. The hypothesis is a historical conspiracy theory proposed by German historian Heribert Illig in 1991. According to Illig, we are not living in the 21st century, but rather in the 18th century. Sounds crazy, right? The theory suggests that the early Middle Ages, 614 through 911 AD, never happened and were fabricated by the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and possibly the Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII. They allegedly altered the existing calendar to place themselves at the special year of 1000 AD, creating a phantom time of 297 years that never existed. Illig's hypothesis is based on the scarcity of archaeological evidence that can be reliably dated from the years 614 through 911, the perceived inadequacies of radiometric and dendrochronological methods of dating this period, and the over-reliance of medieval historians on written sources. The phantom time hypothesis hypothesis is widely dismissed by mainstream historians and scholars. It contradicts verifiable historical and archaeological data from around the world, and the Gregorian calendar we use today, introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582, is widely accepted as accurate. So, what do you think? Are we living in a fabricated timeline? Ever heard of the phantom?
I have never heard of this. I've never heard of the phantom time hypothesis. And it sounds crazy because if it is fabricated and that entire chunk of time did not exist, then we're really much earlier to everything. So, you know, they said by year 2000 there'd be flying cars. There's hope. There's hope. We could be many years earlier than the year 2000. Oh man, but imagine they actually did this, or they're saying they could have, but yes, there is factual things. And you know, honestly guys, I keep watching more and more of these and I keep spooking myself out. Now I see ordinary things and I'm like, was this ordinary or was this just weird? And I start second guessing like things that happen now. It's like, the Explore the Weird is getting to me. The Explore the Weird is getting to me.
The theory that the Trumps are time travelers.
Grab me a DeLorean.
This connects to Nikola Tesla.
No way.
Nikola Tesla died, and within his hotel that he had 80 plus trunks of all his patents, his designs for different technologies, all this stuff. Guess who they sent first to go and collect the stuff?
I don't know.
John G. Trump. Donald Trump's uncle.
What?
Weird.
So the theory is that he took some of these trunks.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But Tesla said that he had figured out how to bend time. So
As one does.
the theory is Donald Trump's uncle took this, created a time machine.
Oh my gosh.
And then the weird connection is there was a book that came out in 1896, and it's called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey.
You're saying
Do you know
it was actually Baron
do you know what the book was about?
what?
Time travel?
Baron Trump time traveling.
No!
The theory that the Trumps are
This is crazy, and this picture has definitely got to be AI or something. But yeah, the time travel. Now I think that's The Last President, the book, and that's about not Baron Trump. There's a person in there. It's like Trump something, Last President, and it like makes sense to what's currently happening now. And the events that are happening there. But when it came to the time travel part, that's when people are like, hey, how do you explain that? And you know, the book I think took a different turn, but here from how this guy explained it with the Nikola Tesla, and it's actually Trump's like long uncle or whatever it may be, but the guy's last name was Trump. It's all putting the pieces together. It's like we're figuring it out. He's time travel. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't want to say anything to want to upset you guys, but it is weird that there are similarities like this. And just like, you know, we read about the Titanic or the Titan, right, and a book that was written about that, it's like, hey, are these writers just really good? And there's just so many stories that we have written about that eventually one of these stories has to become true, you know, similar to The Simpsons. Now we're seeing things like that with Trump. Makes you think. It really does.
Celebrities using babies to stay young.
Of Oprah's favorites, she says it's a miracle fountain of youth and her magic wrinkle cure. So I'm going to put a little on your hand.
I'd do that. Oprah did.
Yeah, Oprah did it. All right, so here, we're going to rub it right in.
How come it's red?
I'll show you in a sec, Steve. So this is made from growth hormones of human
Look,
force.
the wrinkles has just disappeared. I can't even ball my hand up.
But so it's made from human foreskin. I'm sorry, Steve.
Boyfriend have been in a good relationship for quite a moment now.
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah, for 7 years.
Now he's an early 30 and you're a late 50.
Yeah.
But somehow you both look the same age there. I mean, you know, there's something to be said for being with a younger man.
I suck babies' blood. and put it on my face.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these. Some of you, I think many of you know it. And it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen, and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes.
What are you pushing into the skin, Sarah?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person. Far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
I leave the plasma on my skin for a day and then wash it off the next day. It gives me the most amazing smooth glow. I'm going to continue to do this forever. It's my preferred anti-aging method.
Celebrity.
Bro, after watching the video with where they close their eyes, one of those celebrities had her eyes covered by the makeup thing. And now it's like, hey, were you creating a portal? I'm not looking into your eyes now. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't even know where to start. Adrenochrome, right? That's basically the topic here. And I think this is not even true adrenochrome. This is like take about it, but it is so many celebrities that are identifying and acknowledging that this is something that they are doing, that this is something that they considered, doing the microneedling and then putting the plasma on their face, and they know exactly where it's from and they know why they want to do this. That is scary. That is scary. But at the same time, if are they getting these things legally, or are their children being like, I don't even know what the right terms are. I just want to, I don't even want to know, actually, because now that's just weird. But how do they know about this whole process, and who was the first one to figure it out? And then who was that celebrity that was like 50 that was dating a 30-year-old, and he was like, I suck baby's blood and put it on my face? Like, that has to be coming from somewhere. There's just so many references that it's just like, oh my god, how can so many people be saying similar things? I like these strollers way more. We got to bring back these strollers. And by the way, talking about strollers getting hella expensive, bro. I got to tell you, I went shopping for my daughter to get a stroller, and they got all kinds of, you want the leather handle, you want a plastic handle, you want the foam tires, you want rubber tires, you want air tires. I'm like, bro, there's so much stuff going on. You want a jogger, you want to run with the child, you want a wagon style. I'm like, oh my god, I just want a simple stroller. It's like, how many options did they have when I was a kid? If this is all they had, I would have been blasting away like, this is the best. This is the best. I love this. And then it was versatile, like the lady took it out of her purse. This isn't even weird. I just love this. We need this. We need this. Bring this back. Bring this back. Find this on Amazon. I'm a get one, and then see if my daughter will do it. How do you even train your kid to do this? Like, don't move.
I am witnessing a glitch in the fucking Matrix, and I swear to God, if this squirrel doesn't come back out, I'm gonna have a panic attack, because, do you see his nose? I'm not going crazy. Oh my god, wait, stop it. There's nothing there. There's not a grate there. There's not a fucking grate there. Where did this bitch just come from? What the fuck? He just came out of nothing! Don't run towards me!
Well, I don't know about the last one, but the building getting smaller was weird. Like, it appeared bigger when she was farther away from the building, and then as she get closer, I mean, was the road somehow making that happen? Were we actually the road getting farther away, so it made it appear? I don't know. That one messed with me. But the squirrel, what the hell? What was that squirrel? So she must have started recording because she saw the squirrel disappear, and she's like, where the heck did the squirrel go? And then it reappeared, and she caught it on video is what I'm guessing. But that definitely, even from what I see, it's very low quality here, the video. It's 2023. Give them a break, guys. You know, we're the Ganja Goons gang. We know, hey, we got to get them 2023 cell phones out and record, get that good footage. But, you know, she didn't get the memo. Regardless, maybe there was a tiny gap squirrels had coming in and out of, but if not, yeah, I would definitely say that is one interesting disappearing and reappearing act, and a potential glitch in the Matrix. I can see that. I can definitely see that. All right, guys, I think that is where we're gonna end it. If you are enjoying these reaction videos, please comment down below, hey, smoke that like button, and as well, join the Ganja Goons gang, Triple G's, roll it up, hit that subscribe. You know we're growing. You're gonna have to grow with us, because once we take off, you'd be like, damn it, I found this guy's channel before 1,000 subs. But guess what? You never subbed up, and if you don't sub up, we can't keep track. We won't know. When the time comes, we'll never know. You're going to be that one odd person out and be like, why? I should have listened to Teddy and just subbed up. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.